Welcome to the Faster, Easier, Better show. This podcast is short, fun, and jam-packed with good ideas that you can start using right away.
Welcome to another episode. I'm your co-host, Ellen, along with my co-host.
I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, that's so sweet. I'm not. No.
We're talking about weddings, and it's one of the classic moments of a wedding is, will he or won't he say I do? Will she say I do?
I've never been to a wedding where that was a question.
Oh.
I mean, you know.
You should come to some of my weddings that I go to. It's a whole other world out there.
Well, the reason we're talking about weddings is I recently went to one and it got me thinking. You're sitting there not doing anything while the wedding's going on. And it got me thinking that there's a lot of lessons that we can learn from weddings, planning a wedding, putting a wedding together, all that stuff. So we're going to talk about that today.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. So one of my favorite things about weddings is there's a definite deadline. There is that day where there's a big party, everything happens. And we need those. We need deadlines for things because without deadlines, we don't get things done. So weddings have deadlines. I think that's a great thing in life.
Absolutely. Without deadlines, let's face it, a lot of stuff doesn't get done. Ever. So that is a good one. And the deadline, the movies where they're rushing to get to the chapel and all, and all these caterers are, hustling to get everything set up just in the nick of time. It pushes people to do more faster.
Exactly. You can't put things off. And we need that more in our lives. The second thing I think about weddings that's great is there's clear outcomes. We need that when we're planning things, when we have goals that we're like working towards, having a clear outcome, not just an idea. It's a very definitive thing, and weddings have very definitive outcomes.
And I would say some people, we used to say, well, you spend more time planning your vacation than you do planning your life. People absolutely spend more time planning their wedding, unless you went to Vegas or elope. But other than that, you spend a lot more time planning something like that. Why? Because you're so into it, so invested, so excited about the outcome and how important this is. What if we took that same approach to planning our year or planning our life? It would be amazing. We would have pictures like the dream boards, and we'd have lists of everything. We'd know exactly what we want it to look like and who is in it. Hopefully, you could plan a wedding without a groom or a bride, I guess, in the beginning stages. Just need to find someone in time, but
right. But yeah, if having enthusiasm, I mean, I think that's a great thing. Having an enthusiasm for your goal, and everybody has an enthusiasm for their wedding. Well, most everybody.
Well, no, I did. But yeah.
I did.
Wait, I want to add, when I think about my wedding, and if you're not an expert at something and you are, willing to pay, and you feel like it's a good use of your money to ratio to time. We had a wedding coordinator, planner.
Uh-huh.
That was a huge help. And we couldn't have done it without that person. And they saved us a lot of time because they knew all the ins and outs and shortcuts and how to get everything done. They've done it a million times. That's true in a lot of things where you could fix something yourself or hire an expert to come in and fix it. And you have to weigh, which is the better use of your time.
Yeah. Outsource the things you're not good at or that you don't want to do. I also think partnership. A wedding is a partnership. A marriage is too, but putting a wedding together is a partnership. And having someone to either do things with or to go, hey, I'm going to take care of this. You can take care of this.
I think of the partnership a lot of times more like the bride and her mom and the wedding coordinator and the maid of honor, So it's not just the bride and groom.
Right.
It's sometimes not, you know what I mean? That partnership forms around, they want to help you. They're part of the experience. It's important to them to see you have a great wedding, and they're there to help you and inspire you and push you and support you. And I think we need those type of people in our lives to help us to be more efficient when we feel good, we've got people giving us the honest truth, telling us how great we are, also telling us what we need to hear, and that helps
Right.
us.
Right. That dress looks horrible.
Oh, hideous.
Horrible. You're
What
going to
were
be
you
in you're
thinking?
going to be in pictures. Don't do that. It's horrible. And then this is one of my favorite parts of the wedding is the cake. There's a reward. In this case, a reward for the people that are there. We get to eat cake. And I think having a reward for ourselves when we accomplish something is very important. It's something to look forward to. I mean, you don't have to have cake, but it wouldn't hurt.
Well, Marie Antoinette said, "Let him eat cake." I don't think it was in the same context, but
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So, June is the month of weddings. So when you're at your next wedding, think about how you can use these principles that people use to plan a wedding to plan goals, achieve goals in your own life. Thanks for listening. Be back with us again next week for another episode.